everyone, this is Teacher K and welcome back to my channel. With schools cancelled due to the COVID-19 pandemic, this has been a challenging time for all. We had little to no training at all. I mean, who was prepared? But what's really amazing is that in the midst of this uncomfortability and uncertainty, I have witnessed so many teachers coming together and rising to the occasion. Teachers, we are not giving up. We are committed, as always, to educating our students. As educators, we know that routines are important, and so is face-to-face connection. We know that meaningful connection with other humans is very critical to a young person's health and well-being. Right now, more than ever, we need to provide those students with those regular connection routines. And as we make use of video conferencing tools to connect with students, here's how to maximize our human connection. Virtual morning meetings. So, if you're in for that, just keep on watching. Morning meeting. This is a responsive classroom approach. You can check their website in the description box. And according to their website, morning meeting is an engaging way to start each day, build a strong sense of community, and set children up for success, socially and academically. Each morning, students and teachers gather together in a circle for 20 to 30 minutes and interact with one another during these four purposeful components. Number one is greeting. Of course, students and teachers greet one another by name. Second is sharing. Students share information about important events in their lives. Listeners often offer empathetic comments or ask clarifying questions. Third is group activity. Here, everyone participates in a brief, lively activity that fosters group cohesion and helps students practice social and academic skills. For example, reciting a poem, dancing, singing, or playing a game. Fourth is morning message. Here, students read and interact with a short message written by their teacher. The message is crafted to help students focus on the work they'll do in school that day. The big question is, can we do it online? The big answer is yes! So, for today's video, I would like to focus on the sharing and group activities part. Let me give you a major tip. Plan your virtual meetings ahead of time, at least per week. Although we would like to make this virtual meeting a routine because we know its importance. But you know what, teachers? You don't have to make your activities routinary. You can always be creative and spice up your morning meetings to make it extra fun and not predictable. Because as you know, predictable sometimes sounds like boring. And we don't like that. Big no-no. So, when you plan, you can come up with a weekly plan of your activities like this. Don't worry, I'll show you my activities later. As mentioned, I will be sharing to you my list of activities that you can use for your virtual morning meetings. To make it easier, I have provided themes for every day of the week, which means that Monday will have a different theme from Tuesday, and so is Wednesday, of course Thursday, and lastly Friday. Sounds fun, right? This virtual morning meeting planner is editable, and it also comes along with a PowerPoint template. Don't worry, I'll be showing you my PowerPoint template about this one, which is also editable. Also, please stick till the end because I will give a mini tutorial on how you can download and use my templates like this one. Alright, let's start. Let's start with Monday. Probably one of the most challenging day of the week. Do you agree with me? Well, why won't you start your week with a great motivation? So before I share to you this great motivation activities, let me just emphasize that these activities that I will mention for Monday is best done in a collaboration platform such as Padlet, Desco, Zoom Whiteboard, or even Google Slides. Let me also add Mentimeter into that list. If you don't have any idea on how these apps work or what these apps are, maybe you can check this video right here. So, here are the Monday activities that you can use in your classes. First is Motivation Monday. Mondays can be tough, not just for teachers like us, but also for the students. Ask the students to pick a classmate and write them a motivational note. Say for example, in this activity, I'm using Padlet. So as you can see on my screen, you will ask your students to stick their motivational note onto the Padlet portion that's named after that classmate. Just like this. Second is Mindset Monday. Ask your students, what is your goal for the week? Or you can ask them, what can you say instead of saying, this is too hard. Give them time to think before they input their answers, and you can also use Mentimeter for this. Third activity is Moody Monday. Let me just start with a quote from a preacher saying, today you can choose to be in a good mood or a bad mood. Give yourself permission to be happy every day. Well, if you start with this type of quote, you can then ask your students this question. What is that one thing that puts you in a good mood? Next activity is Mixtape Monday. You ask your students this question. In the mixtape soundtrack of your life, which 3 songs describe your life best? Why? By the way, aside from using collaboration platform, you can also ask your students to say it in a meeting one by one. That is if you have a lot of time. And last activity for Monday is Make a Change Monday. Flash a very simple yet astounding question. How can you make the world more awesome? Well, that's it for Monday. Let's jump right in for Tuesday. I will call my activity for Tuesday as Team Building Tuesday. So that is my category or theme every Tuesday. It will be more on team building so that it can promote camaraderie and connection between students. By the way, you can always incorporate physical activities such as this first activity that I will talk about, which is Pictionary. If you don't know, Pictionary is a drawing game where one person draws, other players try to guess what is being drawn by that person. Pictionary works with as few as 4 people or can be played with teams consisting of 2 or more people. In short, Pictionary is basically charades with drawing. Second activity is Build a Storyline. Get the entire group to virtually form a circle on a video call and start the process like this. The first person begins a story with one opening sentence and another incomplete one. For example, on Kylie's first day in a new town, her car broke down. At first, she felt helpless, but then the next individual completes the sentence and adds another incomplete sentence. This way, Each student contributes until everyone has had a turn. By the way, your aim is to develop a comprehensive story structure by the end of the game. Don't forget that. Not only does building a storyline force teams to use their creative juices, it also helps them to listen to each other and improve team cooperation. The best part? These collaborative and listening skills are the building blocks for clear and effective communication in a remote team. Third activity is Aliens Have Landed. Bit of imagination can make any creative problem-solving activity more exciting. So teacher, divide the whole class into smaller groups of 3 to 4 members. And the scenario is that aliens have finally landed on Earth. But they don't speak English. So the task is each team must pick up 5 symbols or pictures to best describe their class. In this activity, you can do breakout room in Zoom. If you also want to maximize the other features available in Zoom, you can check this video out. Going back after a certain time, bring back the students from the breakout room to the main room and ask them to present their work to everyone. As the teacher, check out those images and see if there are similar patterns and see if you realize any common patterns, themes, or symbols. This will help you understand what the learners feel about the class setup, while also improving effective communication and, of course, problem-solving skills. Alright, we're done with Team Building Tuesday. Now let's proceed to another category or theme, which is Words of Wisdom Wednesday. Well, to be honest, this is already the activity that I would like to talk about. The teacher will share with the class some wise words, or you can ask your pupils to share positive notes, or you can also ask your pupils to share a quote, advice, encouragement, as long as it's positive. You can also ask your pupils to tweet it and then paste it in a collaboration platform such as Padlet or Desco. By the way, I have a video about this one, so you can check this video out. We're done with Wednesday. Now let's go to Thursday, which I call as Thankful Thursday. So ask your students to pick one person in their life that they are thankful for and why. You can also change it to pick one classmate that you are thankful for. If you have enough time, you can also ask them to share their answers in the Zoom meeting itself. We're done with Thursday. Now let's jump into Fun Friday. Just like you teachers, your students are also looking forward for the weekend. When we think of Friday, we often think about relax and chill, right? Because of that, here are my activities. First is icebreakers. You can do short icebreakers or games, and if you want to have a lot of ideas about this, you can check my video right here. Aside from icebreakers, here's the second activity, which is Fun Fact Friday. Write one fact that you have learned yesterday, or another way to do this is write one fun fact about yourself. Tell your students not to put their names when it comes to writing their fun facts. And let's see if you can guess who is who. You can use Mentimeter for this, just like this one. Alright, I have my virtual morning meeting planner and PowerPoint for download. It is because I have received comments from you about where to purchase my products if I have some. Well, to be honest, I'm still working out on my website and my merch. Meanwhile, I have come up with a temporary store that is now available for those who want to purchase my products. If you are, the link for the temporary store is provided in the description box. Or if you are watching this a month or months later, then just check the description box for my website if I already have. So, how to download my templates? When I'm talking about templates, I'm talking about the free templates or freebies and the ones in the temporary store. If you have watched my previous videos, there I was able to give away freebies such as online icebreakers in PDF, the emoji pop, and of course the dancing astronaut. Although a lot of you were able to download successfully, some were not, or some had a hard time at first. So let me help you. Number 1, click the link in the description box and fill out the form. After filling out the form, you will be provided with a link that looks like this. This is the link to the file itself. Click the link and it should lead you to the file that you want to download. By the way, friends, dear teachers, I would like to emphasize that you are supposed to download the file and not edit the original file itself. I had notifications in my email asking for access to edit. I'm so sorry. As much as I would like to, I can't. I can't grant that to you. Why? Because it may damage the original file and others may not be able to download it anymore in the future. What you can do is download it so that you can edit it the way you want it to be. Okay, going back, how to download. Now is the last part. Here's my tip. Use a computer or laptop and not a smartphone because it may not work. Once you are able to access the file, click the file. This is PDF. You can download it directly. But if this is the Google Slide template, then you just have to click File and click Download as PowerPoint. And then that's it. Enjoy the file. By the way, feel free to ask in the comment section if you have questions or if you have any content that you would like to see here in my channel. Thanks again for watching. Once again, this is Teacher K. Have a great day. Bye!